Hey, this is Sexy African Cichlids. We're looking at the Icebreaker Cichlid. Fish don't live forever, so just do it. So stay tuned for this amazing video. So the Icebreaker Cichlid is one of my most popular Peacock Cichlids. Most people really think it's a unique Peacock Cichlid that you don't see every day. And I have to agree. And then most of my viewers that actually comment on my videos would like to see more icebreakers. So I got a breeding program going several years ago trying to get the icebreaker to breed, and I collected fish and just wasn't really focused. I've got now about a 4th generation offspring, and basically to keep this going is just to do it. So that's what we're going to be doing, and with this icebreaker is doing it. Just do it. Now you see here he's playing around with the loach and he's staying in this corner here. But there's rocks in this corner. One of the things I haven't done to get things done, to actually do it, is to have a breeding platform for them to breed. Yes, peacocks will breed about anywhere, but they really need an area to breed in. So he has it cleared off the sand in the back where he's at right now. It's kind of sunk down, but there's rocks in the area. So I need to make it easier for him to circle around and do his mating dance. But I want to show you some good news right now. Bam! See this fish right here? That's a 3rd or 4th generation peacock female that is bred with icebreaker. What am I going to be doing with her? I'm going to be putting her with her own aquarium. I'll let her have all those babies you see holding in her mouth naturally. They're not going to be put in a tumbler. I'm not against tumblers, but I'm taking a different route since I have aquarium space available to allow her to have her babies naturally. Now this one here, you see the female is actually kind of unique. Even though it's a 3rd or 4th generation offspring from Icebreaker, it is a sunset peacock type. So when you mix Icebreaker here, since it's a 3rd or 4th generation Icebreaker, you'll have a lot of fish that look like Icebreaker, but you also can have a little bit of a mixture in there of the sunset that could even make it a more astounding stunner. So just because that has a little bit of sunset in it does not mean you won't have completely full-blooded Icebreaker offspring. So it's a very exciting time for me. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to raise them. I've kind of basically didn't stay focused on this. You know, when you have a fish breed, you gotta either strip them, let them have them naturally. You gotta do something, or otherwise your babies are gonna be eaten. And you're not gonna just have them in a tank full of peacocks to raise. It's not gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do here to make sure that these other peacock females in here, which let me give you a little bit better view. Let me pan out a little bit here. I got about 15 in here. To get him breeding with these other peacock females in here, I'm going to be clearing off the little area you see him in now. And I'll take time to do that to show you how it works. Alright, I got the area here in the corner cleared off of the rocks. Plenty of room for the circle dance to do some breeding. The reason I said fish don't live forever is because fish don't live forever. But what made me aware of this even more so was that Icebreaker had damaged his eyes a few months ago. One of his eyes, it is healing up. Hopefully he'll be able to see through it. It does not look like it is permanently damaged, but it is slowly healing up. And that just led me to believe that, hey, this fish may not live forever. Something can happen. You may have a power outage or something that when you're not home and things could go wrong. There just could be ways and reasons why your fish all of a sudden die. It just happens. It happens to people. It also happens to fish. So I want to make sure that his offspring, his line continues. So I'm just going to have to do it and get it breeding. And we're going to have it breeding here in this corner here with all these Peacock Cichlids. Now how am I getting these Peacock Cichlids healthy and ready to breed and growing? Because these aren't actually completely full-size peacocks, because they are third or fourth generation icebreakers. I'm going to show you the way I'm going to get these guys ready to go. So on a breeding setup, food is very important for your health of your fish. Now some people may not be for this food, but once you try it, you're not going to want to stop. I've been using it for years. It's not something I just started yesterday, and that is the artificial crab meat. Now I'm going to keep on focusing on Icebreaker, but let's see if we can get some footage of them eating some crab meat. There you go. You see them going like crazy. Eating that artificial crab meat. That's going to keep them from being unhealthy. They're going to put on some weight. They're going to do good. Feeding a good diet and doing water changes is going to keep your fish living longer. But there's always things that can come up that can keep your fish from living as long as you want to. So fish don't live forever, so you're just going to have to do things to keep their lines going, to get them to breed. And one of them is good food and actually getting the babies from the fish. Now you can strip them, you can let them have them naturally in a net breeder, but this case I actually have free aquariums, which may not be available to some of you, but I'm going to actually have the female in an aquarium by itself. And one thing you must know is you have to watch that aquarium every day, because after the release, after about a day's time, if you don't get it out of there before too long, the babies can be eaten. So have plenty of hiding spots, and then get her out of there after you notice that they have been released. Just pay special attention to the female and when she releases the fry, because these fish won't live forever. This has been the Icebreaker Peacock Cichlid. Fish don't live forever. Just do it. See there, the female that's holding the Icebreaker offspring is still in the aquarium. I want to make sure I showed you the transition to the other aquarium and that I follow through my plans, because procrastination can be a killer of any type of fish plans you have. So let me show you the aquarium that I'm going to put this awesome, amazing mother of icebreakers into. This is a 30-gallon high. This is the aquarium I'm going to put the mother of the icebreaker offspring in. I am now using the Python hook, one of the best accessories from Python. It keeps you from spilling out your water while you're doing your water changes. We're going to be putting the mother in here in just a moment. You just see it in just a second here, and show you how I'm going to set up to have her do a natural release in this aquarium. Okay, I got the mother of the icebreakers in there. You can see the big bulge she's got going on. Now the stuff stirred up in the aquarium, but it's right after a water change. You'll clear up within about a day's time. Now I'm going to show you where I'm going to put some hiding spots in there, not for the mother but for the offspring when she does release them, and it will be soon, it looks like. So let's go ahead and show you what I'm going to put in there. It's a couple of things that I normally use and one that I don't. Alright, sometimes you got some ornaments you don't use, you don't like anymore, but years later you think, hey, that's a good idea, I'll use it again. That's what I've done here. It's Pretty cool looking ornament. It's got holes in it for the babies to hide in if she releases them and goes after them. Also in the corner there you see a cave that I normally use, and I also put one rock over here, so I've got plenty of hiding spots for when she releases them. Like I say, I'm going to keep a very close eye on her to see when she releases them. That way I take her out the same day she releases them and get her back eating food and free of the fry. So it's going to be an awesome experience. It's going to be something I'm going to be showing you in the future, how they do, how things go. And I appreciate you watching. This has been Sexy African Cichlids. Fish don't live forever.